May 6th, I'm with my buddy Richie. We're at REI, Richie, and we're about to get in my pack because we're gonna do the Trans Catalina Trail together, and I'm returning shit because I'm gonna buy other things.
Like this too.
Yeah, we're gonna be like that. Well, that's a girl.
Yeah, I know.
I got the beard, you're clean shaven, and we're gonna go look at packs for him. What is that? Oh,
the rain cover.
The art guy behind you is staring at you. We need to help REI people. No one's helping us. What the hell is all this shit? Fucking X-wing frame?
Nope.
You are screwed up.
There you go.
Now what? Now it's falling off me, trying to pull me down the damn hill.
Look at that. And you want to get this on the iliac crest. So you want to use,
The Iditarod Trail?
yeah, right there. Yeah, I do call that the people strap.
The what strap?
The people strap.
The people strap?
People
Everybody buckle that very first thing they do.
Really?
They put on a pack.
We are currently taking a hike with his 85 pack, which is too big.
Hiking through. It's probably 40 pounds.
I did the 56 miles on the TCT with a 38-liter pack, and I survived. I'm doing the JMT with a 55-liter
really
pack.
well with an 85-liter pack.
Yeah, you can bring a full-size pod if you want. Your experience at REI getting
I don't know. I felt like an 85-liter pack is a little much for a 4-day trip. 3-day trip.
So,
three nights, 4 days.
Yes. Today is May 25th. It's been a quick minute. Everything's kind of settling down with my logistics and planning. It's really just fine-tuning and getting things dialed in, which at this point I pretty much have everything that I need. I just received a little more than half of my backpack pantry meals. I'm getting 11 more tomorrow. My buddy Richie was over here earlier and we got this all sorted out. I did purchase the Bear Vault 500. I was going to get something a little more fancier, but I said kind of F it and get what is going to work because there's a stretch that I might need a little bit more food depending on how the last leg of the trip goes. But I got some stuff scattered. It's more of things that go on the outside of my pack, which I haven't shown much of this yet, but I have the Hyperlight 3400 Southwest. So I have a different way of packing this, and my tent is all out here, and got the Bear Vault in there empty. Just last night I wanted to see how everything kind of came together, so I was kind of annoyed how much space that damn thing takes, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So leave for Catalina in 2 days, which is Friday morning, and take the ferry over there. So just gonna start getting that sorted out. So I'm about to rip this thing open and pull the bear can out so that I can put some stuff in it and get ready for Catalina. I am going to be rocking the bear can and Catalina. It's unnecessary, but I'm just doing like a shakedown of basically everything I need for the JMT. So I get used to how it rides, how it feels, the daily kind of in and out of being out of the pack, which is, you know, going to be a little bit different because the bear can takes up so much damn space. So the first 2 days of Catalina, I'm going to be running it as if my bear can was full, and the last 2 days I'm going to be running it as if it's like halfway empty, which it's going to be because I'm only have 2 dinners in it. How that will pack, you know, differently as I go through food and kind of transition into those areas and back and forth with it being full and empty. So just to get a feel of how everything is. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing, and get everything else tightened up. I'll rip this thing open. I have been getting more gear, just little things here and there that I need. I was at REI earlier and wasn't planning on buying nothing, but it's like going to a candy store and saying you're not going to buy any food or candy actually, and I'm having this issue with this pack with my water bladder bulging through the back pretty extensively, and a lot of that has to do with like the air. It's like basically turning itself into a balloon, because I only have 1.5 liters of water in there, and that's probably pretty close to what I'm gonna be running on the JMT. I don't really like the whole bottle thing because it's, for me, it's more of the out of sight, out of mind, and I wouldn't really drink that. So while I was at REI and they're having their huge anniversary sale, I found this platypus bladder, and what I like about it is that the base of it is a dial, so I'll be able to push out any air in theory and make this less balloony in my pack, and I'm hoping that eliminates some of the weird bubbleness that this thing gets. Kind of messed around with the bear can a little bit with the food that I have right now, and jump into the JMT. I'm gonna have to carry about 9 days of food after Mirror Trail Ranch. So there are a few shortcuts that I'm gonna try on that leg. Is to literally take the freeze-dried meals, put them into the quart-size Ziploc bags, the freezer ones, and just to kind of condense it and actually cook the meals in those bags. And I have a few of those bags and I'm boiling some water right now. I'm just kind of curious how that changes the bag, and I might bring a few of those to actually try this weekend and see if it is a disaster, if I burn myself. And but yeah, just kind of messed around with everything. I got 9 days of these in there, but it doesn't leave much room for, I don't know, like lunch and stuff like that and other things that would need to go in there. So I'm gonna revert my focus back to this weekend and get myself ready for that. Alright, I got some boiling water. Gonna put in this bag, do a resync, and I'm probably not gonna be able to do this with one hand. Here goes nothing. Ooh, that's steamy. Boiling hot water in a baggie. Besides the steam coming out of the tops, kind of burning the top of your fingers, this would cut down on a lot of space for the last leg. I'll give it a try. Just let it sit there and see what happens. So it's been about a cook time, about 10-15 minutes with this boiling water, and it's still mother effing hot. So this is actually probably a really good solution. It's May 26th, and I'm gonna pack my pack for the Trans-Catalina Trail that I start tomorrow with my buddy Richie, and got everything still kind of spread out. Wasn't able to finish it. Playing with my 2-liter water bladder that I got, with this being the bottom, which my hope is that I can get some of the air out when I don't have it full and it doesn't turn into a balloon. The whole thing comes out, which is kind of interesting. So just this thing goes on top of there, plunge goes inside, and then you take the lid and screw it shut. So give this a go this weekend. So I'm getting all my meals together and put into my bear can right now. And one of the things that I did in a previous video is I got all my food kind of laid out with this little, itinerary: day 1, 2, 3, 4, breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I've been using it as a tool, which is really nice because you don't really have to think and try to refigure out things. But I do suggest, if you work out some logistics, make sure you write it down or make sure you remember it. So it's nice to think like, crap, how many days and everything. I'm like, wait, no, I can just look at it and knock it out. So I got 2 dinners. I'm only gonna need 2 for the 4 days, and then some Pop-Tarts. Then I'm gonna get my tortillas in there and nitpick from my JMT stash from what I have in there, and then pretty much gonna be good to go with that. Fill my bladder up, get that in the pack. So this is gonna drive me absolutely bonkers because this is not gonna be full. Like kind of said, I'm gonna run it as if it was full for the first 2 days. Last 2 days on the trail, I'm gonna pack it as if I have 3-4 days of food in there, and put some other things in there to kind of save on space. So I got my little Jif and Nutella, some tortilla for lunch, and then I already got my Pop-Tarts for breakfast, and I'll have some of these guys with that probably, or the gels, and then I have my 2 dinners crammed in there. Alright, so pretty much have my food. Just I didn't really pack it in there tight in there for this trip. So one of my things I'm doing on the JMT is every day the food I'm gonna be eating between breakfast and before dinner, I'm actually gonna pull out of here and put into a stuff sack. This is just my bare bag from Z-Packs, but it's just gonna be a placeholder for this weekend until I get something a little bit smaller, probably another little Cuban fiber one from Z-Packs. But so I'll have, like, you know, this little snacky stuff and shoved in there, so I'm not having to go in and pull this out every time I want to eat something, because that would drive me nuts. Sleeping bags in there. I have my tent, my footprint, and rain fly. Pack's all ready to go for the Trans-Catalina Trail. He's going for my cover. I left out the water. Look at all the snot coming out of his nose. Don't mind us.